Hi, please could you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Nic Hard, producer, mix engineer. I've been working in the music business for the last 22 years, I think. And yeah,
Oh wow, what was your first experience with music business?
I started working in studios as an intern.
Mm,
Actually, so I was going to engineering school, and yeah, I got an internship. And sort of like worked like nights and weekends and stuff like that, and then gradually became an assistant engineer, and then finally became a house engineer at a studio and then a freelance engineer.
nice. Was it something you were interested since you were a child? Like you always knew you will have a career in music, or you thought about having a career in music?
No, not at all actually. When I was a kid, I thought I was going to be like a doctor. I even went to college for pre-med, but I dropped out 3 days in. But the whole time, I played guitar as a kid, and then I got into DJing when I was in high school.
Mm,
Actually, got into making electronic music just after that. And then there was a point at which I sort of realized I didn't want to be a doctor. Did a bunch of different jobs for years, like scaffolding, working in a bar, all that kind of stuff, and then realized one day that I really like twiddling knobs and stuff like that.
hmm.
And so decided to go to engineering school.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's really lovely. How did you get to know Dennyiah?
Well, we met through a friend of mine, when Keith Carlock, who's a drummer. Um, I guess they worked with him and on their last record, and reached out to me for mixing. And yeah, so we mixed the record together, and then yeah, that was it.
What was your first impression when Keith sent you um, the music Dennyiah makes, and were you thinking like, "Oh, this is cool. I actually like mixing it," or was it another job for you?
Yeah, well, I mean, even before that, when he asked me to like pass your information along, and I said yeah. He also sent a link to the one song that they had up on Spotify.
Mm,
And even just from listening to that, I could tell that Denny has an amazing talent and a great voice. So I was keen to work with him.
right.
Yeah,
How do you feel about working with them for a week after we've done recording and everything? Did you enjoy it?
yeah. It was a really fun and creative week, and yeah, I think they had a good time. Um, it did kind of. I was expecting it to be good, just based on the way their last record was made, and the conversations I had with them. And it was a lot of fun and a very like creative week.
Did it surpass your expectations that you had for working with them, or did it just level it?
It's. I mean, it surpassed it in some ways. I mean, certainly, like the music is kind of always a surprise because you never really, or at least I never really know what it's going to come out like.
Mm,
Working with people and with people you haven't worked with before. So there were certainly like surprises and definitely um, there's certain like vocal things that Danny did that were amazing, and the way some of the tracks would come together was really unexpected.
nice.
Mhm.
Is there anything you particularly like about this project, or you think like that's the best thing about the Naya?
Those two sort of things. What was the first part of that?
Is there anything you particularly like
Uh,
about this project?
yeah, I mean, again, Denny's singing is really special. I think she got a really unique voice. Um, and then generally together they're really into doing sort of stranger things production wise and not your straightforward thing, which is also something that I really like because I want things to be unique. So I'm so happy about that.
Do you see yourself working with them in the future?
Yeah, for sure. I hope so. We'll see if they say the same thing, but
Yeah. Maybe we'll meet each other again in approximately 2 years or a
yeah,
year or a few months.
yeah,
No one knows.
yeah,
Thank you, Nick.
yeah.